Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of this textured Picot shell stitch. Um, and so thank you so much for watching this. This is a really beautiful pattern. I'm making a baby blanket, but I forgot to mention that you can actually do this as a scarf too if you'd like. That's an option. Or you can do a variety of different things, honestly. So there's that. So we've already done this row and this row, so we've done these two, and so now we're going to be doing this row right here. So the black dot means single crochet, but when we're starting off, I'm sorry, I drew this wrong. We actually are going to do a chain stitch here, and then we're going to do the single crochet. So right here we're just going to chain one, and then this is the front part of our pattern. We're going to turn this around, okay, and then right into the next double crochet we're going to go in and do the single crochet stitch, just like that. Okay, and then now we're going to be doing our picot stitches into this shell stitch. So we're going to go in and do a single crochet, and then we're going to chain two, and then we're going to do a single crochet into that same stitch, and that's a picot stitch. So same thing, we're going to do a single crochet to the next double crochet. We're going to chain two, and then we're going to do another single crochet into the same stitch. I haven't released a video yet. I might do that later today on how to do picots. So if you're not sure how to do a picot stitch, please look at my beginner series, or you can definitely follow other YouTubers who do show you how to do different techniques. I mean, whatever will help you to achieve your ultimate goal is the best option. And like I've said in my other videos, we all have our own personal preference on how we're taught to do things. So there's no shame if you need to go to other resources in order to learn how to do different things. All right, and so then we're going to do a single crochet, and then picot, single crochet, picot, and single crochets. Okay. And so the way I like to do a single crochet into this, I don't like to go into the chain stitch. I like to just go and just do that, and then in the double crochets I'll go into the double crochets and do a single crochet there. If you want to go into the chain one stitch and do a single crochet in there, you can. I don't think it'll affect the pattern in any way. Just do picots. This is my least favorite part of this pattern because it takes so long to do picot stitches. I always, when I'm doing the baby blanket, I always dread this part. I usually will watch a YouTube video in the background while I'm crocheting. And just enjoy that, just because I'm so used to doing picot stitches. And there we go. And then we're just going to do a single crochet to each of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, and our last shell stitch of picots for this row at least. Oops, that sometimes happens. Oh, and I forgot to mention the baby blanket that I did. I actually used a different yarn. I used Big Twist for that one, from Joann's. Um, but I was just so excited about showing you guys how to do this textured picot stitch that I just grabbed whatever yarn was lying around that I haven't used yet, which was the Red Saver yarn. Because honestly, most white yarns there isn't a huge difference in the way that they look, and Big Twist isn't high-end yarn. It's similar in cost with Red Heart Saver. I just noticed that it's just slightly softer, so that's why I wanted to use the Big Twist instead, because I'm making a baby blanket, and I don't know if I'm going to keep that yet or try and sell it. I'm still up in the air about that. I still don't know what I'm having for my baby other than a happy, healthy baby, which is honestly all I care about. So there we go. Okay, so we're done with that row. We just added the picot stitches. So on to the next one, and I've said before I like to do chain 2, but you can please feel free to do chain 3, and then we're going to do a double crochet, and then this row is going to have the back double crochets. So if you haven't done back double crochets, I would recommend checking out a video on how to do that. I am going to try and show you the first few times slowly, but then after that I'm just going to go and continue. Excuse me. So we're going to chain 2, or I'm going to chain 2. You can chain 3 if you'd like. That's going to act as a double crochet. And now we're facing the pattern in the front. So then we're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch. And this gets tricky to do because the single crochet makes it really difficult to put your hook into the double crochet. So if you're struggling to do that, it's a thing. I don't know, it just makes it really tough. Okay, so with here we're gonna have to skip the first double crochet because we're only gonna do 4 back double crochets. So you skip the very first one and then do a back double crochet into the next 4, and then you skip a double crochet. Okay, so yarn over, we're skip that one and go into the next one and do a back double crochet. And so just for you guys to know, I'm actually doing the back double crochet onto the picot stitch. I'm not doing it onto the actual back. You can do that. I have done the back double crochet onto the double crochet instead of the picot. You're definitely welcome to do that. It doesn't change the pattern other than it makes it look, I think, more textured. So you can try it, check it out for yourself and see if that's something that you like to do. I am just so used to doing it this way. Oh, and I apologize. I told you guys I was going to show you slowly how to do this, and I just started doing it. Okay, so what I do is I put my hook through. I feel like I'm doing something off. Sorry. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. Oh, nope, we're in the right track. Okay. So what I do is I yarn over as if you're getting ready to do a double crochet. And then you just kind of weave your hook through. So you put it through and then you cross over and then pull it through, and then you grab your yarn like that, and then you just do a back double crochet. Okay, so yarn over, pull it through, and then over, and then you just do a back double crochet. Voila! And then you skip that one, and then you do a double crochet, chain one, just like that. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for the rest of the pattern. So you're going to skip the first one, and then in the next one you're going to weave through and do a back double crochet. And make sure that it's only 4 back double crochets. So there's 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And then we're going to do double crochet, chain 1. And just for you guys to know, I'm not going into the single crochet. I'm just going in between. Chain 1. And so I'm just going in between like that. Okay. And then skip the first one. Do a back double crochet. Two. 3. And 4. So we're done with that. And then we're going to be adding the 2 double crochets, which gets tricky when you're adding the picots and the single crochets. It gets really difficult to figure that out. Okay, and that is there. So I'm going to do a few more rows, a couple more rows with you guys, and this part's not written in this pattern, so I'm going to put that aside. If there's anything on here that I didn't address or that you have questions about, please feel free to leave a comment down below. So we're going to do the chain 2 or chain 3, however you feel. And so right now what we're going to do is we're going to do a repeat of the first row. So we're going to do a double crochet into the next double crochet. And then we're going to skip 2 double crochets and do a double crochet in between, and then do chain and a double crochet in between, just like that. Okay. And then in this V stitch, I think is what it's called, that's what I'm going to call it right now. And so I'm going to do 6 double crochets in between there. So there's, so I apologize, this isn't actually doing the first row. This is actually the last row that we did is the first row. This is the second. So then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So then we're going to skip these 2, and in between we're going to do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, and then 6 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. So we're at 5 and 6. And then we're going to do a double, chain 1 and another double. Chain 1, another double. And then we're just going to do double crochets at the end. If I can get it in there. There we go. And now I'm just going to chain 1 because we're going to do the single picot singles row. And so this is where I was mentioning that you're going to be doing certain rows front and back. So in the last picot single, I believe we did it in the back, and now we're going to do it in the front. But you just do the same thing. You just go into the next, do a single, and then another single. Like I said, I like to go in between just because it's faster. But you're welcome to try and do the single in the crochet. And then I'm going to do a single, chain 2, and single. And you're more than welcome to, like I've said before, fast forward or pause and rewatch this however many times you need to do that. We all have different strengths and weaknesses when we learn things. Or please leave a comment or a question down below if there's anything that I left out that you're unsure about. And singles. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, there's a siren. If you hear howling, it's my roommate's doggies. They're German Shepherds, and they always feel the need to howl whenever they hear sirens. So if you're going to hear them, you're probably going to hear them howl here in just a second. Just wanted to give you guys a warning. And there they are. They're so cute. They actually typically howl before I even hear the sirens, so I'm surprised it took them a little while this time. But at least I was able to give you guys a fair warning. Sometimes I'll just play sirens on my phone just to hear them howl, just because they sound so cute. And there we go. All right, so now we're done with that. And so then I would just chain 2, and so it's just a repeat from here. So this next section, you're going to do the back, and I'll just go ahead and do it with you real quick. So you just chain 2, double crochet into the next stitch, and then we're going to do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into that, and then we're going to skip 1, and right here, so now we're working from the back. So before we were doing our back post from the front, now it's going to be in the back, and that's what I meant, where you have to do things a little bit different. So what you're going to do is you're going to do this. So you're still going to skip the first double crochet, and then in the second one you're going to do your back double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go through, and then crochet. So go through like that. So even though you're doing a back double crochet, it's going to feel you're technically doing a front double crochet, but in the back. So it's weird, but that's just how this pattern goes. Ooh. You just have to adjust to what you are doing. There you go. And then you just do the same thing. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then skip that one into the next one. You're going to weave in, weave through. That's 2. 3, and our last one, I'm just gonna weave through like that. And this is on the Picot, this is not on the double crochet. You can do on the double crochet if you feel more comfortable doing that. I did it on a sample, and I unfortunately threw it away. I don't know why I did that, but I noticed a slight difference in how the textured shells look, but it didn't make a huge difference. My preference was just doing it on the Picot instead of the double crochet. But you're more than welcome to check it out and see which one you like best. And voila, that is how you do the textured Picot shell stitch. Oop, there's my hair. There we go. Nope, it's just wanting to stay. Okay, now I got it. So that's how you do it, and then you just continue that over and over until you get this beautiful textured blanket, or like I said, you can do a scarf or other things with it. So there's that. Yeah, thank you so much for sticking around for part 2. And I'm super excited to show you guys other patterns and stitches that I learn along the way. And I hope you guys have a great day, and let me know what you guys think about this. All right, take care. Bye.